Hi guys, hope you guys are well. I am back with another one. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Precious. I do a mixture of lifestyle makeup and skincare, I think, videos. Sorry. Oh my gosh guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're new, thank you for watching. If you are old, returning, thank you again for watching. This video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to kind of speak about, especially now, there's a lot of talks about people of color and that whole thing that's happening, the royal family. I didn't want to kind of go into that, to be honest with you, because my opinions, I like to be quite neutral with my opinions in certain aspects. I want to kind of keep this channel clean, if you know what I mean. And I kind of keep my personal opinions to my private chats. But I thought that, in light of these discussions that are being talked about right now, I thought it would be really good to, make a video in regards to just being, a black woman working in the corporate world, the corporate industry. So for those who don't know, I've actually been working in the corporate world for about 2.5 years, going to be 3 years soon. So I actually work in the fintech world. So I can't really go into too much detail because I'm trying to protect, my work, protect what I do, protect myself. But I do work in the corporate industry, and it has been a journey. I can't lie. From a girl, living in the ends, where there was a lot of gang affiliation, from being that kind of girl that was just not taking GCSE seriously, to someone who had this aspiration to become something, to work in the industry, to build myself and to have a career out of something that was out of the norm of my area or of even my family. So for me, I've been quite fortunate because my company isn't, too crazy when it comes to, dealing with people from, black ethnic backgrounds. They're quite, welcoming, open hands. They are very supportive, especially of, the Black Lives Matter that's happened last year. So, I mean, it's been quite positive, but there is a few things that I've noticed within the industry that I thought I could kind of bring to light, and to those who are gonna start in this industry, to kind of just have a little heads up, and just some kind of things that hopefully that could be useful. So for me, this kind of goes a bit back into 2013. So 2013, I actually had my first internship, and that was in Canary Wharf, and I was working for Citigroup for 6 weeks. I was about 16, 17, I was around that age. And it was my first time of having money, like proper money. I'm not talking about little coins, chit there. Proper money, actually working a 9-to-5 job and, being involved in that environment. And at first it was so daunting because obviously I was young, fresh mind, didn't really understand the industry much, and I was really excited, to be honest, at first, having to wear dresses and look corporate and smart, and I can't lie, it wasn't easy. It was quite tough at first, having to kind of have that routine, especially as when you're in college, especially for me because I went to a sixth form, your lessons pretty much finished around 3 o'clock, and sometimes your lessons will start around 9 or 10. So having that kind of 9-to-5 was a bit difficult. Fortunately for me, my team was quite nice, so I always tended to leave a lot earlier than I was supposed to because I just got the work done, and that team was, if you've done the work, you can go home. There's no point of you hanging around if you've actually done the work. So One of the things I noticed though when I actually started working in this industry was that a lot of the kind of basic jobs I saw people of colour have. So for example, when I was there, the cleaners was actually black or ethnic, the people who were working in the canteen was black or ethnic, and in that floor when I was working, I think I only saw about 3 people that were actually the same skin colour as me. Skin colour as me, I don't know, but who were black, let's just say that. There was not a lot of people, and that was in 2013. There was not a lot of people at all that was my kind of skin colour working in the kind of office environment that, you know, we see now. And it kind of dawned on me, it was quite sad at a young age that I noticed that discrepancy. Moving on to me actually working now in this company, you know, many years later, I still saw some of those traits. I still saw, you know, cleaners who were ethnic minorities. I saw people who work in, you know, in the back, in the food, ethnic minorities. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, they like their jobs. I have quite a great communication with them. I speak to them all the time. There's one lady, honestly, I absolutely love her. She's so sweet. I always speak to her. We always have like a little chin wag when we meet each other. And that's another thing, like, you tend to really build this great relationship with these people. They tend to help you when you need help, or, you know, they have your back. So don't ever neglect those who work as a cleaner or work as this, because you never know when you could actually need them. And they're really nice people, honestly. They're super nice and friendly, honestly. So that was like my experience in regards to, you know, that. When I actually started working like officially full-time and like that was my life, I had a bit of this kind of imposter syndrome. Like I was afraid. A part of me was afraid. A part of me was like, do I deserve to be here? That was honestly for the first 6 months I felt like that. Am I gonna get fired? Do I deserve to be here? Am I good enough? There's people better than me. You know, it's hard being black alone, but being black, dark-skinned, woman, tall, I just felt so out of it. But what always reassured me was the support I had at work. They constantly was reaffirming that, you know, you are meant to be here. We have hired you because you have outshined the other people. There is a reason why we chose you. And that was so reassuring, especially when you're feeling a certain type of way. And then it starts to show, because people don't really care about your skin colours, care about how you look. They care about your work, what you do, what you bring to the table. And one thing I done was I always and I continuously dress professionally. You know, you are not gonna see me in the office looking crazy. Now, we're at home, working from home. I'm not saying that I've been wearing dresses and looking all nice and that. I haven't. But I know if I'm gonna show myself on camera, I'm gonna look presentable. If I'm not going to be showing myself on camera on a video conference, then yeah, do whatever you want. They're not gonna see you. But my work proves throughout that I haven't changed since working from home. So for me, what played a big part was dressing professionally. Whenever I was at work, I was constantly getting compliments in the way that I dressed, in the way that I looked, in the way I composed myself, in the fragrances that I used. I was constantly getting compliments because I invested in how I looked. I invested in my appearance. One thing that I found a bit tricky was their hair. So for the first year, yeah, for about a year, okay, let me not lie, let me say 6 months, I just had a wig that I had, like a lovely wig, and I just wear it constantly. And people thought that was my hair. People thought that wig was my hair. And I'll never forget, I had like a lighter kind of brown shade wig, and it was like summer, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna just look like nice and summery and glowy. And I put this wig on, and people, I remember I got on the lift. This is when I got to work. I got on the lift. I got on the lift and I saw my colleagues, and they're like, Precious, your hair, you dyed your hair, oh my gosh. And I just started laughing. I just started laughing. I was like, you think this is my hair? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you cut it and you dyed it. How did you? It looks so good. And I was like, girl, man, this is a wig. But thank you, I appreciate the compliment. But I remember that the whole day everyone was just doing the same thing, and I appreciate the love. It was just so funny. And there was one day where I was in between hairstyles, and you know how it is for us people. When you're in between the hairstyles, you know what hairstyle you do. You'll be putting that slicked bun, especially if you're natural like me. You do that slicked bun, and like, it is what it is. And I remember I had that bun, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice. It's like a real hair. I got like a lot of like compliments. So, you know, again, like, you know, having different hairstyles was different. And my advice to people who are in the industry is, it's okay to have different hairstyles. Like, don't get me wrong, it's okay, but just try to be as consistent as you can, because the dramatic changes can be a bit daunting for your colleagues, especially if they're not from, you know, an ethnic or black background. So that's like my advice in regards to that. But all in all, like, if they've hired you, like, they've hired you for a reason. They believe in you, they believe in your work ethic. Be kind to everybody. If there is opportunities that you can see in your company to employ people, speak out to your friends, post on LinkedIn, you know, try to get people of your circle in these situations, because, you know, if more of us are in these industries and, you know, showing who we really are and, you know, adjusting to this life, then, you know, through our influence, through who we are, we'll be able to change the narrative or the stigma that is tied against ethnic people working in the corporate world. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you found it useful, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.